Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got a story to bring you out of Craven County, where the Craven County Sheriff's Office says a home was hit by gunfire with one of the bullets traveling into the living room. However, they say no one was injured. Now, the Sheriff's Office says it happened Saturday night in the 700 block of Drymonia Road. Deputies say at this time it appears to have been a targeted shooting. Now, while at this shooting, investigators were notified that the New Bern Police Department was investigating a shooting that occurred shortly after this incident. The two agencies are working together to determine if the shootings are connected. If you have any information, you can contact the Craven County Sheriff's Office at 252-636-6620, or you can call Craven County Communications at 252-633-2357. And now we want to turn to your weather forecast. But before we touch on our forecast here in eastern North Carolina, I do need to highlight that many other areas in the country have been hit by severe storms, massive flooding, and unfortunately the loss of life. NBC's George Salas has more from West Virginia.
We're in hard-hit Triadelphia, where the cleanup is already underway, but you really get a sense of the damage when you look at it from above. You can see homes with piles of debris outside of it. The creek nearby, the water has started to recede, but there's still some debris in there. You see some power lines that are currently sitting still stuck in the water there. Officials here are working to clean it up as quickly as possible, putting some of those power lines back up and getting people back on the grid. Now, tragically, the death toll still stands at 6. Officials do believe that number could go up with those people still unidentified and unaccounted for. The governor saying that it's still the top priority to find those people. And we're also starting to learn a little bit more about the victims, officials releasing their IDs. Now, unfortunately, this does feel like it's going to be a race against the clock. West Virginia remains under a flood alert. 2 inches per hour is what some forecasts are calling for. Residents here don't know if they can take that as they're trying to clean up. A lot of these roads still closed, many of them still a muddy mess, many just hoping that they can survive this next wave to get through this current phase of cleanup. And elsewhere across the country, we've seen tornado outbreaks, the risk for more severe weather, about 13 million in the south central plains looking to get hit with some weather today. Officials just saying like there really does appear to be no stop to this wave of severe weather. Back to you.
Thank you very much, George, for that report. Again, here in eastern North Carolina, we are expecting to see some pop-up showers and thunderstorms coming up later on this afternoon, but we're probably going to be missing out on the severe weather threat that will be present off to our west and up to our northwest. And now let's talk about what we are seeing right now across the southeastern United States. And eastern North Carolina right now still dealing with some cloud cover. Not all of eastern North Carolina is covered up by the gray right now, but we do have that area of low pressure. Kind of see that swirling just north of Memphis. That's going to help swing in some more heat into eastern North Carolina coming up over the next 2 days. In fact, tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, both first alert weather days because of the high heat that will be present in the area. Right now, again, cloud cover generally kind of moving in from the west to the east. However, we do have some cloud cover that's actually moving from the south to the north. Those clouds right now moving towards the Raleigh area. It's rain showers. Nothing developing right now. Nothing coming down as far as raindrops are concerned currently. That will change coming up this afternoon and evening. Air temperatures will get a little bit warmer off of what they're at right now. Most of us right now in the mid to upper 80s for inland areas, mid to low 80s for those of you watching closer to the coast. And for those of you near the Virginia line, you're actually looking at low 80s to upper 70s. Got 79 degrees to Ahoskie and Roanoke Rapids. Now, humidity is consistent no matter where you're at, and that is certainly making it feel significantly warmer. This is what it feels like outside. Right now, feels like 101 degrees out in Greenville, feels like 102 in Jacksonville, feels like 99 in Oriental as well as New Bern. It is hot, it is humid, and it's only going to get more hot and more humid coming up for tomorrow and even on Thursday, Juneteenth. Both of those days, Wednesday and Thursday, first alert weather days for this week because of the heat. Now, compared to where we were yesterday, most areas are actually showing a little bit more warmth than what we had yesterday. A few, a little bit cooler, but I'd say it's safe to say we are on track to at least reach yesterday's highs, most likely surpass those numbers as we will see more sunshine in the afternoon. And again, that thunderstorm threat will be showing up a little bit later than it did yesterday today. Yesterday got here a little bit earlier, kept air temperatures a little bit more subdued in the mid to upper 80s. Today, with the later arrival time, that will allow for more sunshine and could see our air temperatures reach into the low 90s later on today. Probably within the next 2-3 hours, we'll see some of those hotter temperatures show up. But we've got this cold front sitting further back towards the west. This is the one that will be crossing over eastern North Carolina coming up late Thursday evening into Thursday night. Could potentially spark some strong to severe thunderstorms as that system rolls in. So Thursday is going to be a first alert weather day, not just because of the heat we're going to see, but because of the potential storms that will be present as well. Now for tonight's storms, again, a cluster of showers and storms will move over the east later on this evening. They'll last until we get to around 9 to 10 p.m. at night tonight. A lot of the showers that we see today will be heat driven. So once you take away the heat, you will take away the storms. It won't happen as fast as you may want, but that is the general breakdown of how things will go in the atmosphere tonight. Now coming up for tomorrow, again, looking at a mostly sunny day, slim chance of maybe a stray drop or two tomorrow evening to tomorrow afternoon, but I think we'll have a better chance of rain showing up again late Thursday night into Friday morning as our next cold front rolls in. It's not going to knock air temperatures down all that much, going from 94 degrees on June 10th to 90 on Friday. But again, we'll take what we can get this time of year. Any sort of temperature reduction is welcomed, especially when you take a look at what we've got coming up next week. 94 degrees on Sunday, 96 on Monday, 95 by next Tuesday. Safe to say that coming up next week, we'll also have some first alert weather days for the heat. Well, that's all we have time for today's noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Supreme Choice.